Okay, so we're on to creating a financial plan. Creating a financial plan. What is the point of a financial plan? Now, if someone is going to create a house, or you're going to build a house, let me say, you're going to need a house plan. So the purpose of the house plan is not for planning by itself. It's for the building. Okay, you come up with a house plan because you want to build something. Now, what we are building here is our financial life. And why we're creating a financial plan is so that we have a clear roadmap to get there. Meaning that before we talk about the roadmap, we must talk about there. What is there? Where are you going really? Oh yes, I see Omagbemi listening in from Delta State. I see Roland Schultz listening in from Delta State. Thank you so much. Awesome, awesome. Now, so what's there? I think the goal of your financial life, the financial part of your life, is to be wealthy, right? To build wealth, to build wealth. And I don't want to get into what does it mean to be wealthy, what does it mean to be rich. I think that as I go, you will get it. As I go, you will get it. Now, let me say this: your business is not your financial plan. Thank you, Viva Bagumi from Delta State. Your business is not your financial plan. By the way, as I'm going, if I say something, you have a question, just drop it right away. I will do my best to pick it and respond to it. Otherwise, those of you in our premium club, please feel free. You know we have our time, we have our one-on-one. And so let me say this. While I'm having this class, I want you to join the premium club. Okay? The premium club is a paid club. Okay, that's different from the Jesus Overs Club, the general club. Now, the premium club is where we implement. There we are not hearers, there we are doers. So when I teach something like this, you understand it, you can implement it, of course. But the advantage of the premium club is that we get to sit down and give you, sit with you on a one-on-one and help you implement it and help provide what I like to call user-specific instructions. Sometimes when we teach like this, it can be very generalistic, you know. But the guarantee, let me tell you this, the advantage of a mentor, the advantage of a coach, or the advantage of anyone you have access to who is ahead of you or who can put you through, a human being, okay, the advantage of access to someone who can help you get it done is speed. It takes away a lot of figuring out. It takes away a lot of trial and errors. Okay, that's the advantage of the premium club. And I'm going to see to it that you, with premium club members, we're going to ensure that you draw the plan and that you understand clearly the distinctions of the different aspects of that plan. That's a work that nobody can do with you on a live broadcast. And so that's why for us in the premium club, we meet and we sit down and we'll talk and we get the work done. So please join this premium club. So to join the club, you just need to join the free club and the link will be made available to you there. Okay, so I said your business is not your financial plan. Whatever you're doing right now that is making money is not your financial. You know, some people will see creating a financial plan, they just think, well, in 2025, I have my business. This is what I'm going to do to make my business make more money. That's my financial plan. No, no, no. That's your money-making plan. And that is a part of your financial plan. Your financial plan is the plan to supply money into your life long after you're no longer working. Your financial plan is your plan to be rich, to become a millionaire, to become a billionaire. Okay? And it's not about the money, it's about the income generating capacity of your life. All right? So your financial plan is your road, how you plan to journey. It's not going to be the same for two people. Everybody is going to end up with a unique path to wealth. I'm on a path, and as we go, especially with premium club members, I will share with you my path. And that's the advantage of the premium club, is I can say, okay, for me, this is what it is. What is that for you? For me, this is what it is. What is that for you? That is, I believe, is a great advantage, because You know, when you're in those days in school, sometimes you just want to see, has anybody implemented this? How did you implement it? Okay, in my situation when it's like this, how do I implement it? So don't worry, this is going to be all of the information. The training is going to be here except for the one-on-one class that happens with the Premium Club members. I want to ensure that even if you cannot join the Premium Club, you're going to have all you need. That's why I say, you have a question, drop it in the comment section, and while I'm talking, I'll do my best to respond to it. Drop it in the chat box. Is that what I said? And I'll respond to it. Okay. So first thing I said, your business is not your financial plan. It's a part of your financial plan. So if you already have a working business, kudos. If you don't have a working business, you're going to make it. It's part of your plan. So follow me. All right. So I said your financial plan is your plan to become rich. All right. There's only one thing you can do to be rich. I like it when information is curated. There's only one thing you can do to be rich. Okay, just one thing you can do to be rich. And what's that? Ownership. One word. Ownership. Ownership. Ownership of assets. Okay? So what you want to build in your financial life is a portfolio. Okay, that's what they call it. A collection of functioning assets, working assets. What's an asset? Simple definition. Anything that generates money is an asset. Anything that takes away money is a liability. Now, to be rich, you must have a portfolio of assets. That's what you want to build. So you can write it down now as I'm talking to myself. My plan to be rich is to build a portfolio of assets. You see this thing you just wrote down? It's the same answer for everybody. If you want to investigate it, how did Elon Musk got rich? That's the answer. How did Mark Zuckerberg get rich? That's the answer. Ownership of assets, a portfolio of assets. Are we good? Now, I already told you what an asset is. Anything that generates money. Don't get the bank defines assets different from the way we define assets. The bank defines assets as anything that is collateral material. Guess what I mean? Anything you spend a lot of money to buy and you can sell it for a lot of money, it's an asset. Not because it's an asset to the bank. What they're thinking is that if we give you money, this thing, if we sell it, we'll recover our money. That doesn't make it an asset to you. It may be a car you're driving, it may be the house you're living in. It's an asset to the bank. It's only an asset to you if it is generating money. So now when we talk about generating money, there are 4 kinds of money, 4 kinds of income. Please, this is foundational to understanding your financial plan. This is foundational to drafting your financial plan. Number 1 out of the 4 kinds of income is salary. Salary is money you get for time. So you work 1 week, we pay you. You work 3 hours, we pay you. We work 1 month, we pay you. That's salary. Salary can never make you rich. If as I'm speaking right now, you have a salary job, they're paying you 2.5 million monthly, 10 million naira monthly, well done. You have something in your hand, but it cannot make you rich. And I'm going to tell you, it's a great advantage that you have a job that is generating salary. It's a great advantage. But understand it, if you sit with that job until the job kicks you out, until the job expires, you're going to find that nothing changed. You are as broke as ever. And I've seen this happen over and over. Today is 20 days for the story. I've seen this happen over and over. I know people personally who at one point had an account balance of over in hundreds of millions. I have seen them come around and ask for 1,500 naira. So trust me when I say it's a great thing to have a paying job. You know, that was your earning salary. But your financial plan must go beyond that. Salary cannot get you there. So that's one kind of income. The second kind of income is profit. Profit is money you get from exchange. exchange of goods and services, all right? Exchange of value for money. Profit cannot make you rich. You are going to need the job. You're going to need profit. It's part of your salary, okay? But let me tell you the difference between salary and profit is that with salary, if you don't come to work, you don't get it, right? You run a job, and so you work 9 to 5. If you're going to take a break, you need permission. Now, when it comes to profit, you are your own boss. You are the one buying and selling. You are the one offering the service. Whatever it is you're doing, you are the one doing it. The day you say, I am tired, the money will not come. And therefore, just because you don't need permission to not go to work doesn't mean you will be paid. So the same thing that affects your salary affects your profit, especially when you are still running it at that level. So profit is money, exchange of goods and service or money. So it's really coming from exchange. The key word is exchange, whereas for salary, the key word is time. These are building blocks you are going to lay to get to where you're going. But I'm telling you that these two are not enough to get there. The third one is gift. Usually when I teach this, I start with gift. But because of the order of this class, and because we're dealing with finance now, when we come to building a voice, we're going to talk again about gift income. But gift income is also not meant to make you rich. However, it has one of the highest potentials of sustaining you forever. But we're going to talk about that. But at the beginning, at the average beginning stage of gift income is just somebody dash you money, right? Somebody give you money. That's gift income. Okay, so we're going to talk about it in this class, all right? Now you know where salary comes from, right? That's good. You also know where profit comes from. Salary comes from time. Profit comes from exchange. Gift comes from people. All right, it's people money. It's goodwill. Goodwill. That's where gifts come from. It comes from gratitude. It comes from any responsibility. All right. Your dad gives you money, maybe not because you do anything, because he has a responsibility towards you, right? But then, gift income, that's the other side. What can I do to get gift income? The answer is service. Every time you do something for people and to people for free, it comes back to you as gift income in the form of gratitude, all right? So I say to people that I am growing up in a grateful world. That's my plan for old age, is to grow up in a grateful world by building a voice. So that's why I said when we come to building a voice, we'll talk about gift income again. But for now, just understand that you cannot plan to be rich by gift income. However, there is gift income. And when I'm talking gift income, maybe some of you, your gift income today, somebody dashed me money, gave me 5,000, 50,000, somebody gave me 150,000, I said, I like you, I dashed you, thank God for that. There are also gift income of $150 million, $250 million, somebody just... So gift income is going around the world and finding out that there are grateful people all over the world, people who are happy that you are alive, all right? And there's how to build it. There's how to build it. Now, in the comment section, I want you to do something for me. What are the sources of income? There's remaining one I've not talked about. Out of these three, which of them are you enjoying today? If you're enjoying salary, profit, everybody should be enjoying gift at some level. At least you can call one or two and say urgent 2K, right? So whatever level, just give salary for now, or give salary, profit. Just let me know in the comment section, so I know that you're following the things I'm saying. All right, then number 4. I told you there are 4, right? The fourth type of income is dividend. Dividend. That is really what people call passive income. Alright? It's really dividend. It's money from ownership. Money from ownership. That's what we are talking about when we're talking about building wealth. When we're talking about building your financial life. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about dividend. Now, so therefore, your financial plan is how. The summary of a financial plan is how do I go from here, wherever here is for you, and we're going to take here to be zero. Okay, wherever here is from you to dividend, any dividend, and not just any dividend, but any dividend from multiple places. That's how we call it a portfolio. Several ever increasing number of sources of dividend, passive income. So where I'm breaking down these four types of income, many places it's categorized as two: passive income and active income. Active income means I have to do something for that money to come in. Passive income means the money comes in whether I am sleeping, whether I'm awake, the money comes in. Now, so building your financial life, becoming rich, is a matter of passive income. Are we good? Alright. So I said to be rich is ownership. But you and I know that nobody starts with ownership. But that's not true. Some people start with ownership in the sense of inheritance, right? Maybe you're born into some form of family and something of value is passed over to you. That's the advantage, right, of that. But in this class, I'm going to assume you are in ground zero. I love to assume that because in the journey, it will cover everybody. Now, if I started with, oh, you're already making money, therefore, how do you make more money? Or no, that will not cover everybody. So I'm going to start with ground zero. You want to build your financial plan, this is where it starts. After today, you're not making any money. There are two things you can start. First, you must make money. You must earn. Okay. Now, for you to earn, you must have something. Now, congratulations, there's something you have. If as I'm talking right now, your own financial plan is zero. This is what you can do. Step one, you need to learn something. You need to be able to do something. Alright? Now, there's something you have. You have time. You have time. Here's my advice. The first thing you need to do in your financial plan, the first thing you need to figure out in your financial plan, therefore, is where will money come from? What can I do to earn? What do I know about? What can I do to earn? There are many things you can do to make money. There are many things you can do to make money. Let's start with salary. You can get a job. Now you say, there are no jobs. It's true. There are no jobs the way you like it. There are jobs. Now, if you take a stroll around your vicinity, you must find sales boys, sales girl. You find something. The money will not be the money you want, but come on, that it will be better than zero. I'm talking about the guy that is in zero. I'm not talking about the guy who sees zero is what I'm talking about. Get a job, because even your mind cannot think until you are surviving. You must get your head above water. That's your first step in your financial plan, is earn. Now, you are in a state of emergency. You need to earn more money. But first, you need to earn money. In the beginning, it doesn't matter how much. It's just going to be outside of zero. And so once you step out of that place, money will start coming. If you don't have a financial plan, this is where you will get to and stay here. You must not stay here. The only reason you're taking this step is to free up memory space in your mind. Is to loosen up yourself. Once money starts coming in, you can think. Okay, I can see Emmanuel is there in the comment section. Today, my source of income is profit. Great, great. At least you have a source of income. So first, I'm talking about the guy that has nothing. Get a job, get a job, get a job. Then once you get a job, you're getting salary. You can do two things. You can think about increasing your salary. How do you increase your salary? By increasing what you are being paid for. So let's say you're teaching and you get a job as a school teacher, and so you work from morning till maybe 3 a.m., 4 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and so you are paid. You know, this country is so terrible. Let's say you're paid 25,000 at the end of the month, 30 days, 25,000. Trust me, that's not where you're going at all. But it's better than zero. Now, while you're teaching there are few things you can now do, because once money starts coming, you can now work on the factors. For example, two things you can do here. You can say, okay, I have salary coming in at 25,000 naira every month. That's enough for me to eat and move around. Now, two things. I can either get more money from my current job, or I can work on earning profit, which is another kind of money from job. Now, two ways to get money from job. While you're working that job, something like teaching, you can explore maybe home lessons. That's going to just be more, giving more time for money. But the problem with more time for money in any way you look at it is that you have just 24 hours. Are you not going to eat? Are you not going to rest? Anyhow you do it, you get it. But nobody. Salary is the worst of all the steps. But it's the first step, whether you like it or not. Especially for most people. Some people can damn the consequences and fight their way, you know. But these are your options, okay? You can get a job. You can take table lessons. You can take home lessons, after school classes. You know, you can do that. Maybe in the weekend you organize a tutorial of some kind. If you really, you know, are good at it. Now, when you work a job, another thing you can do is to increase your pay by qualifications. You can decide, you know what, I really want to be a teacher, and I'm going to go get this education, I'm going to get this degree, I'm going to further my degree. Then, once you're doing that, you begin to look for schools that pay better, right? All of that are exploring more income opportunities in a job. But I can promise you one thing, they can only give you more money, they can never make you rich. Just to understand it. You know what they call a close. Salary is like a close. It's a dead end. There is no becoming rich from salary. Alright? Salary gives you breathing space. Alright. Now, once you have some money coming in from salary, you can begin to explore profit. Profit. And you can decide one of two things. I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to start a business, or I'm going to look for a business I can start alongside my job. And that's how I advise. Always look for a way to make it complementary. At least, even if you know you're going to leave your job, start with something you can do while you're, you know, somebody says if you want to check how deep the water is, you don't jump in with 2 feet. No, you use 1 foot, you lay hold on something stable, put 1 foot into a point, and then when you're sure it touches the ground, you can remove the other. That's wisdom, okay? Sometimes, however, the Holy Spirit will lead you beyond that wisdom. Like in my case, where he told me to resign my job, and he didn't tell me what next I'm doing, and I did. Okay, so that story is a story for another day. Anyway, so you resign your job, or you do what the Holy Spirit asks you to do. Otherwise, so let me use this way to say that there are 2 ways to make your move. One is by education, and the other is by revelation. Education is acquired information. Acquired information. Don't wait for God to tell you what to do. Go and learn. And I know I'm talking to Jesus lovers, right? And let me stare at you directly, right? Stop waiting for God to tell you what to do. Go and learn. Ask yourself, what am I struggling with? What do I need to do next? What do I know? What do I not know? What's my question? See, stop looking for answers. Look for questions. Ask yourself, right now I'm so confused. Okay, what's my question? What's my question? How can I make more money from my current job? That's the correct question. Once you have the correct question, it's easy to pursue answers. So, as an education is acquired information. You go for it, you learn, you use tools, you go on social media, you take advantage of AI tools, ask questions. Someone who has this situation this situation? What are some of the things they can do? This is you going after information to acquire it. Revelation, on the other hand, is privileged information from God. It's something God considered necessary for you to know. The difference between the both of them is not the content of the information, it's the source. One is God, from God, therefore it is authentic, it is true, it is reliable, it is solid. The other is information. Okay, the source can be from everywhere, and God expects you to function by education. I know you're expecting me to say God expects you to function by revelation. No, God expects you to function by education until revelation is available. If you are driving home, God expects you to go to your house, the road that leads to your house. If you find out there's a shortcut to your house, God expects you to use that new information, get to your house faster. But if you're taking your normal route and then the Holy Spirit says stop, take this way, suspend your education, function with revelation. But don't stay there and say, I'm not going home until God tells me. You know, Jesus loves us, we do interesting things sometimes. So please don't do that. Education, learn, take courses, attend webinars, learn, and then God can pull up the information you have to guide you. Don't wait for revelation to act. Function by education. However, you must suspend your education whenever and wherever God interrupts you with a revelation. I'm sure that will help. So, the guy is earning salary and he wants to go further. Then it's to explore a business. You should think about profit. There's a whole lot of money to be made from profit. Okay, you start thinking, what can I do to make money? Every idea that comes into your mind, and this is one of those advantages of the premium club. Now, in developing a plan, which is something we're going to be doing, today is Sunday, so we may have a class, but I know we'll have a class, the premium club, I'll have a class with them on Friday. But as it is, I may have a class with them before then, so that we'll have sufficient time, right? Now, this is the thing where, instead of telling you, get an idea, think of something you can do, I would ask you, what do you think you can do? You see, that's the difference in the premium club, is that you will be forced, because you have someone asking you questions, to come up with something, and we can develop it together and come up with the plan, and not just talk about the plan. Anyway, so please join the premium club. All right, I am looking forward to working with anyone who joins the club, because two things for me: it says you're serious when you subscribe to the premium club. It says to me you're serious, and once I see that, I just feel like, oh yeah, let's sit down, let's work. I'm ready, I'm available whenever I find someone who is as ready as I am. Okay, now, so find something you can do. Every time you have a good idea, I want you to weigh it against these five, screen this idea with these five things. Number one, does it solve a real problem? Are there people who need it? You can't just wake up and you're a teacher, you're playing, and you just feel like, I think I can start this business so I can be helping people to clear their loan. Okay, it's a good idea. But question, how many people have loans that they care about clearing and are willing to pay for? That's where you start from. This problem is a problem, but how many people care about the problem? At least to care about it enough to pay money for it. And how much will they be willing to pay? What's the highest they will be willing to pay for it? So, first things first, I said, check if the problem is problem enough. Okay. Second thing is, check if you can afford to start it. What will I need to start this business? And so you look at it, maybe you're just, now when you are earning 25,000, don't be thinking of businesses that you need 300, 500,000 to start. The problem with that is that, yes, it's still possible, but suddenly you can spend a whole long time trying. There are businesses 15,000 can start, 20,000. Maybe it's just to buy some few things, sell them in the evening as a way of recycling money. But see, We're talking here about making money, not building business. We're talking about making money because some people always think about I'm going to start the business, rent a shop. No, no, no. You don't even want to rent a shop until you have proven the business. Until you have proven the business. There is expense you should be slow to make until you have verified and proven that this business has the money that deserves this level of investing into it. Alright, so I said check first if it's problem enough. Number two, check for the startup cost. What will I have and I can start? Not that I can grow. No, start. Not that I can start making 10 million. No, start. And just start making the smallest. Just that it can start. Because anything that can start can grow. How much do I need to get it started? Number three, is this something I can do? Do I have the skills? Can I do it? Is it within my do ability? Is it in my capacity to do? You know, I can't start a business that you are good at and I'm the one starting it. No, I'm thinking about what I can do. And that's another thing. There's nothing you cannot do. So sometimes maybe you have a great idea, but the first step you need to go and learn how to do it. Then learn how to do it. Maybe you start taking classes in the evenings. Let's say you want to start an affiliate business, affiliate marketing business alongside with your teaching job. Don't start by you don't even know what you're doing, but it's a good idea. There's money in affiliate marketing. So what do? You're going to take courses. You finish from school in the morning and you're taking courses. All of those courses, put them as part of your startup course. I'm going to afford this course, I'm going to take this course, this course, this course. Then I'm going to put again a capital. So you're funding your business in phases. Phase one is to learn the business. And you do that with 3 months, taking courses. You don't even need to pay to take courses. Go to YouTube, buy data, look for courses, take them until it's almost as if every course you open, they are saying the same thing. Once that begins to happen, you are beginning to get the hang of it. Then at least take one paid course, because then you will be able to. Don't take paid course after you have not, when you have not taken free course. Start with free courses. Take a lot of free courses until you are bored of free courses. Then take a paid course. The good thing that will happen there is that when you are taking the paid course, you begin to notice the few things that the free do not talk about. Otherwise, you may notice that these are the things I then you have learned enough. Go and start, because the rest part of your learning is in doing. You know, some people have this thing, they learn forever, they never come out of learning. No, just learn enough to start. That's the goal. Learn enough to get started, and then keep learning as you're doing it. So you see, there are many things you can do. Join the premium club so that we can assess your options together and look at what you can really pursue in the coming year and make this year different. Okay. So I said, your financial plan is this. You're earning. I'm dealing with the guy from zero. Okay, the guy has zero, so he takes a job because money must come in. You're solving the first step of a financial plan is earning. Where is my money coming from? So what can I do to make money? And then what can I do to make more money? Those are the questions in the first step of your financial plan. Okay. Now, once that is clear, you start a business. Profit and salary. Profit and salary. Then as you do that, you must continue to learn. How do I make this business earn more? Now some of you are running a small business now that is giving you 40, 70, 800,000. You don't even know that business can give you ₦1 million monthly for something you have not learned, something you don't realize you can do. Join the premium club. Let's talk. Now once that is going on, you begin to come into the next part of your financial plan, which is expense. Once money comes in, money must go out. So you have planned how money will come in, you have a plan how more money will come in, and you can continue to work phase one, work that step one, work it step one, more money, more money, more money. You may be earning 50 million naira monthly, 10 million naira monthly, 5 million naira monthly, 500k monthly, 10,000 naira monthly. It doesn't matter. Think of money and then think of more money. All of that is step one. And that's just many people think that they have arrived. Once they see the income, they think they have arrived. Listen, where we are going when we talk about our financial journey, building wealth, it's not about money, it's about assets. Alright, so that's step one. Step two is what? Step two is expense. Now, to be alive, there's what we call recurrent expenditure, which is in a business. You're just talking about how much in business is doing. I'm dealing with your personal life, and I'm dealing with your recurrent expenditure, food, transportation, data, just what we call minimum blood to be alive. The person has not done anything. Just to be alive, there's the minimum amount of blood that is required, right? Now, so, expense. What you need to do here is where delayed gratification comes in. Because you know your financial plan is to be rich, you're talking about building a portfolio. What you must do at this point, the second step of your journey, is reduce your expenses. Find a way to live on as little as possible. So if someone told a story, I think that's Femi Adisa told the story of how when he was working in university, he was earning 30,000 naira, he was saving 25 and spending 5. Now that means he was spending how much? He was saving 80% and he was spending 20% of his income. That's radical. Alright? Now that's easy to do also when you are single. So if you are here and I'm speaking now, you are single, that's an advantage. You can tell yourself that 2025 I'm going to drive myself to this particular level. I've showed you step 1 now, this is step 2. Step 2 is immediately the money comes in, you must cover your expense. Cover your expense. Because once you begin to face crisis in your expense, somebody calls you, you're supposed to be in church, or you're supposed to go to a business meeting, or you're supposed to go to work and you don't have transport. No, they used to outgrow those things in life. Cover your expense and peg it. Peg your expense. Tell yourself, this is how much of my income goes into my expense. Then live below that level. For example, don't go anywhere that you don't need to go. Save on transport. If you can walk it, walk it. Now is the time. You want to build something. What that will do is that with a portion of your income, you can manage your expense. Let me tell you this. People don't realize it. The Bible says that when goods increase, they increase that consume. What is telling you is that when somebody is earning 10,000, he will be seeing the things he wants to buy that are 2,000, 1,500. When you increase his income to 30,000, he will be seeing things he wants to buy that are 10,000, 15,000. Then he will also see the things that he wants to buy that are 40,000, 45,000, because his income is 30, he cannot buy it. When he gets to 100,000 income, he will see the things that are 120. Your money will never be enough. Just settle that. There will always be something you want to buy that is outside the money you have. Don't worry about those things yet. Follow a plan. You are creating a financial plan. Now, don't the first step is that you know what is coming in. You continue to work if more money needs to come in. You go to your second step. The money that is going out into expense. How do I compress it? How do I take it at a point and say, you know what, I'm going to live on this percentage of my income? Some of you who are in what they call it, you earn a lot of money, you are high income earner. You don't realize that the amount of money you are earning right now gives you leverage to execute your financial plan faster. If you let some things wait, this is one of the secrets of the Jews. Any society you come into, the Jews make up for the largest percentage of earners. Someone like Mark Zuckerberg is a Jew. If you go into the United States, I don't want to get into the statistics today, but one of the secrets of these people is portable knowledge and then delayed gratification. You must learn it. You must learn it. Those of us who come from poor background, we have potential to be rich. Let me tell you why. Because we have seen 99 and we are not afraid of 100. You already know what it means to be at home with only 300. You know what it means to just eat curry and go to bed. Why is it that you cannot decide to peg yourself there and you to execute the next part of your plan? Well, maybe because you didn't have a financial plan, right? So now that you're working on a financial plan, you have done the first step, you have done the second step, you need to carry over money from expense to the next step, which is capital expense. Now, capital expense are things like rent, things like the phone, things like television, things, things that you need to gather your money together, you save money to buy. So you can be there saying, oh, I need a TV for my parlor. So you save money and you buy it, you know. And so you see some people, they think that the purpose of savings is more expense. No, the purpose of savings is to build, your financial life. That's why you're saving. It's not to have it. All right. If you save $1 million somewhere and leave it for 10 years, it's reducing in value. You cannot keep money. So don't think that your plan to be rich is to gather money. No. We gather money to build a financial life. The gathering itself is not the financial life. So if you were earning, say, 100,000 from your step 1, you come to step 2, which is your expenses, and you decide you're going to spend 30,000 on your expense. What does that leave you? 70,000. Good. Now that 70,000 moves over to step 3. What am I going to do in step 3? Let's say my rent is coming up and all of that, so I'm going to put 40,000 naira into savings so that I don't have to worry about my rent. Let me tell you, when you do this, first of all, your what I like to call your RAM size, your memory space, will be freeing up because you have settled some things. See, I'm sure you get this because of time. Oh yes, because of time. Now, so I said step 1, money comes in. Step 2, cover your expenses, peg your expenses, delay gratification, move excess fund into capital, save. Now let me tell you something. The pressures of life, they come. Your financial plan is from, let's say, from left to right. The pressures come from right to left. What that means is that things happen in life. While you're saving, you fall ill, for example, you're not feeling fine, you needed money, and at the time your expense, the money you decided to keep aside for expense was over. Where would you fall back to? You fall back to this capital. Now you don't like to, I'm telling you what happens in execution is that if money runs out of your expense account and income has not come in, there are some needs that will not wait. You will fall back. And where would you land? With your capital expenditure. If you do not have it, it will compromise your journey. So, step 1, earn. Step 2, cover your expense. Step 3, you get to cover your capital expenses. Now, so let's use our analogy. You had 100,000 naira. Your first plan is how you will earn. You have it. How much are you going to put into your expense? It's your second step of your plan. That will release some percentage of your income. Then you go to the next stage. How much are you going to put into your capital expenditure? Let's say you put 30% in your expense. That leaves you 70%. Now, by the way, you have removed your tithe now. How do you not solve that? Clear. Now, for those of you who don't believe in tithing, I'm sure you believe in gratitude and generosity in the body, so you do what you need to do, whatever you do. Alright, so you go from the first step, the second step, the third step, you cover your capital, that leaves some money. That money now goes into your investment account. So, this is the right way to do it. You work out your income. Money must come in from somewhere. Once money is coming in from somewhere, you step into step 2, expense, create an expense account. Have an account, a bank account, that every time somebody wants to send you money, you want to receive money, this is the account you give them. That's your expense income account. So every time, that's where the money lands. Once it lands, you leave the percentage that's supposed to be there, transfer the balance to the part that concerns capital to capital, and transfer the balance to investment. That's what you do. And what's left is the percentage that is for your expense. Once it's finished, it's finished. And if things get rough, you can go to your capital account. But your investment account is untouchable. Use an account where the bank is very far. Don't have ATM access. Find a way to lock it. Do whatever you can do to ensure it's difficult to touch that money. Okay? So something will happen. As you go, every time money comes, you begin to have money in your expense account. You begin to have money for your capital expense, and then you have money for your investment. At this point, if you are following me, put a message in the comment section. Let me know that you're following me, to help me know if you are really understanding what I'm saying. Okay, just say go ahead. Thank you. I'm getting this. If you have a question, like I said, don't wait for me to finish. Just put it in the chat box so I can quickly respond to it while the training is going on. Now, this is going to take a while. This is going to take a while, but your life will now be like rainfall. Over time, as you go, the investment account will be growing, the capital account will be growing. Soon you will find that you are able to meet up with your daily expense, or you find that when somebody says, we need to be in social place, I'm coming, and you'll be there because you can move around. You know, your life is becoming stable. And then at the end of the year, you're not running around looking for rent. You have your rent. Now, for all of this to happen, don't forget you must work hard at making the money. You must always be thinking of what more you can do to make money. And to minimize errors, join the Premium Club. Every time you are exploring a new business opportunity, you will have other business people of serious minds in the Premium Club to say, look at what I'm thinking about going into. What do you guys think? And you know, the Premium Club is such a blessing because it will help you save time. You can speed things up. You can reduce errors just by being in the Premium Club. Okay. All right. So after a while, you will have money in your investment account. Now I want to talk about. So I told you how to work salary money. I told you how to work profit income. Now I want to talk to you how to work dividend income. Then I'm going to talk to you how to work ministry income, which is what they call the gift income, where we're dealing with building a voice. Is that okay? All right. So let's talk about dividend. By the time we're talking about dividend, you are making money. Maybe you are making a lot of money, sir. Fine. Just keep increasing that bar. Make more money, make more money, make more money. But put the systems I just talked about. Make sure when the money comes in, your expense account goes up. After a while, you realize that there's money in your expense. You begin to put more in your capital expense. That's where you begin to think about building a house or other things you can do with capital expense. Then, but while all of this is going on, make sure you prioritize. The most important place money should go into is your investment account. Why? There are only two ways to become to own. I think there's one way to become rich. That's ownership of assets. But there's two ways to own an asset. Just two. One is buying the asset. The second one is building the asset. Now, in the beginning, you don't have the money to buy the kind of assets that are available to be bought, but you have the ability to build. So, for example, when you are working a job and you're thinking about all of these businesses you are starting, you can begin to think about organizing them into a company. You know, because there are four classes of assets, right? When you talk about assets, we talk about building wealth, it's a portfolio of assets. These assets, there are four major categories there. Number one is businesses, and not business like just profit income, just financially and all the things we can do to make money. No, here we're talking about company now. You have to organize it. What turns a small business into a big business, apart from vision and everything in the mind of the leader, is team. So the thing you are doing by yourself, after a while, you organize it, you get a place, you bring in the people that will work with you, you put them on salary. So how you take those steps of transitioning is something we're going to be doing a lot together in the Premium Club. You know, those are not things somebody can explain overnight. So please join the Premium Club. Now, how do I join the Premium Club? Like I said, the link to join the Jesus Lovers Club is in the description. That's for free. You join the Jesus Lovers Club for free. When you get into the club, you can just ask for the premium link at any time and it will be given to you, or you just chat the admin and you give you the premium link so you can subscribe and join the Premium Club. Is that good? Alright. Now, so there are four classes. I said businesses, companies, turning the business into an independent entity. Right? When you get to it, when the business is juicy, it's working, you know it's working, then you get to the point where you need to turn it into an asset. For it to be an asset, it means it can operate without you. And for that to happen, you must put people. Always think about it. When you go to GT Bank, or any of our banks for that matter, you see people. If you take away the people, it stops working. Every organization runs on people. When you take away the people, it stops working. So you need people, you need systems. Once you have people, you must organize people. They must work a certain way. They must work in a way that they continue to work and they don't compromise the work they are doing. And that is system. So all of that we will be able to cover as we go in the club and in the premium club. Okay. So you first class of assets, you can build a business. You can convert your businesses into a company. All right. So number two class of assets is real estate. Now, businesses are technical. For you to build a business, you must have the skills. You learn and grow. But that's something you must do because in the beginning, that's the easiest asset to own. That will bring you to a lot of money. And then if you build it right, you'll be able to work yourself out of it. And then it becomes a real asset. Number two is real estate. Real estate is very stable, but very expensive to get into. So really, your investment capital over time will help you build the business into a company. Then over time, your investment capital plus the dividends coming from your company will join you to buy assets. You see how you take that investment journey, that acquisition and development of assets. It's another day job. You say, oh, but at least you know where you're going. You know where you're going. All right. Then the third category of assets is paper assets. Paper assets is really just shares, bonds, and all of that. So in this case, you are buying a portion of a company. So you can buy Facebook assets and Meta shares and shares from different, you know what I'm talking about. Then the fourth category is commodities, gold, and other things. We'll talk details maybe as we go. All right, so that's the summary of your financial plan, really. When you get to the point where, okay, now when you get to the point where you begin to, your investment capital is growing, something will happen, more opportunities to acquire assets will open up, and then you keep going like that. So, summary of your financial plan: start making money. Implement delayed gratification, free up some money to be able to save up on expense, save up on capital expense, save up on investing, and maintain that over a period of time. As you do, opportunities will come, you make more money, your investment account will begin to increase and increase. You increase to a point, then you begin to convert your businesses into corporate entities. And when you do that, you bring in the people, you bring in the thing, they become an asset. That is, you have acquired your first asset by building it. Then it will begin to generate more money and generate more money. And then from there, you think of buying another asset. It could be real estate. It could be joining hands with somebody else to start another company. But you begin to build it. All of this collection of assets is what you call a portfolio. Now, let me tell you what I did. Now, this is what I would have shared with premium members only. But I'm going to share with you. Now, my family has a company. There's no way I can describe this for you here. I'm talking to them about it in the premium club in more detail. But let me try. All right. My family has a company. It's called the Darling Diacon Central Limited. Okay, that's the family company. But that's for the family. Now, it is that company that buys and acquires other assets. So when I'm buying an asset or owning an asset, I don't do that as a person. I do that as a corporate entity. Right? Now, that is the directors of that company are myself, my wife, and our kids are all shareholders. So it's a family-owned company. It is that company that acquires the assets. So all of the family portfolio is managed by this family company. You see that? Now that's the structure, because what that does is we don't bring outsiders into this company. But this company can own another business with somebody else. You get that? Now what this is doing is that you're building an inheritance for your family. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So if today I'm dealing with my will, all I need to do is my shares. I give this person this number of shares, this person number of shares, and that's all. All of my life's work, all of our real estate, all of our portfolio is under that umbrella. That's how to organize your financial life. Now, all these things I'm saying is the journey. It begins from one point, it goes into the future. Some of us are at different stages of that point. Some of us need to make certain decisions at different stages where we are. Join the premium club. I will say it again and again, and I'm telling you because nobody can do that level of work with you from a webinar. That happens on a coaching platform, and in the premium club, that's what we have. The link to join the Jesus Lovers Club is in the description again. That's for free. You join the club for free. Then you join the premium club by subscription. Okay? Now, once you have done this, let me tell you what will happen as you stick to your financial plan and follow it. In the beginning, you find that a large percentage of your income goes into your expense and your capital expense. In fact, maybe very little is getting into investing at that time. All you need to do at that stage is keep putting the little into the investment account and keep raising earning. Okay, make money. Be the kind of person that is always talking about a new idea, always talking about a new idea in an existing business or a new idea in a new business, whichever way. But your eyes are open, and I did a training on the 7 skills anybody can learn to make more money from any business. I think it's on my channel. By the way, you're listening to this, subscribe. I don't know, I always forget. Subscribe to this channel is the least you can do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Please do that right away. Thank you. So for that, you'll find that on this channel. Maybe I'll put the link in this description so that you can listen to it again. But then you can always improve the earning capacity of any business. You can always improve it. And starting new businesses doesn't mean starting new companies. It means starting new business. You can just, do you know, you can have a construction project going on in your street, and you can start a business that will run throughout that process, and after it's done, you can close it. So when it comes to making money, don't be loyal. You know, people say you want to start a business, follow your passion. No. When it comes to my passion in my financial life is money, salary, profit, and as we go, I'll talk to you how to increase salary by increasing profit. You know, when you begin to start new businesses, you begin to put yourself under salary. That means that in your life, you will establish a flow of income from salary, a flow from income from profit, multiple sources. A flow of income from dividend, which is where we begin to use our investments to build companies, buy real estate, you know, and do all of those things. And a flow of income from gifts, which we'll talk about when we're dealing with building a voice. Okay. Now, I can see there are no questions to be asked to respond to. So I said I was going to predict what to expect as you do this. What to expect in the beginning. Your expense is going to be high. Okay, that's okay. Just keep going. Your expense, a lot of your money will finish. Some of you in the beginning cannot even put anything inside investment, but never do that. Even if it's 500 naira, not that bad. Let something, every time you make money, let something, let it be an alert, a reflection in your investment account, no matter how small. Make it an habit. Something, money comes into you, something must go into that investment savings account, because that's the future. That's your hope of ever becoming rich in this life. Now, as you go and you earn more, you will notice in another season that as income increase, the percentage of your income that goes into your expense will be reducing. The one that goes into capital expense will go up at one season, because let's say, let me put figures. Let's say you're earning 100,000 naira in this Nigerian economy as I speak right now, 2024 November. You earn 100,000 naira. I think that if you're a family man like myself, a wife and 2 children, 100,000 naira is not enough to take care of your family for a month. So you're going to have to compress how you take care of your family. And let's say you decide that 70,000 is going to take care of your family. Then you decide that 10,000 naira is going to go in for tithe. Let's say you decide that another 10,000 naira, I don't know, goes into capital. When you have rent coming, how are we doing it in this country? I have no idea. It's so tough. But the answer is more money. The point is this. Let's move. Let's say you're making 10 million naira. You know that you cannot, at that stage, you can decide to put 5 million into expense, but that's a fool. Two, you're making 10 million naira. 1 million should feed your family. What would you eat? 1 million should feed your family. Then if you go further from there, you will now realize at that stage you can start a building project. 10 million naira. If 10 million naira is coming, however frequent, peg your family expense somewhere. Put 5 million into capital expenditure, or maybe 4 million. Put another 4 million into investment. Use the remaining one for benevolence, right? But soon, get your family to a more comfortable place. While that is going on, your investment capital is rising. Then you get to another stage where comfort cannot get more comfortable. Just peg it there and focus on your investment. At that stage, your assets will multiply fast. And then before you look, you don't need money to build assets. You go to the bank, you get money because you're building your name alongside with your wealth. And before you look, you're gone. Anywhere in the country you want to do a project, you have money. And it's not because you raise it. And then you find that all of your money is going into your ministry of building your voice, building your voice. If you're not building a voice, you run into the billionaire's crisis. But whichever way, I think we've come to the end of this class. If you have any questions, leave them in the shout out. Do well to come back and deal with it. Please join the Genius Lovers Club. The link is in the description. There you'll be able to follow up. You can leave your questions in the comment and in the group, and we'll continue to talk about it. Something else you can do is to join the Premium Club. Please join the Premium Club so that we can sit together and work one-on-one and make things happen. All right, I want to pray for you. Father, in the name of Jesus, I pray for every Jesus lover listening to this training. Their hearts are beating. They want to go forth and get this thing done. I ask in the name of Jesus for the ability, for the grace, for wisdom to get it done. That the doors will open to them, information will come to them, revelation will be granted them in the name of the Lord Jesus. You are rising, the King in you is rising, you are going to get there. All that the Lord has called you to do, you will fulfill in the name of the Lord Jesus. All right, I love you. 2025 is going to be great for you. God bless you. Have a restful night. God bless you.